Hey, what's up you guys, it's your boy Drew here back again with another video for all you American soccer fans out there. And in this video, we're going to preview the USA semifinal match against Jamaica in this CONCACAF Gold Cup this summer. I'm excited, I hope you guys are excited, so let's talk about it. But of course, as always, if you guys love soccer and you want to see get the growth and respect it deserves in this country, and you want to be part of that change, then subscribe down below and be part of it. Just think about it. So I want to keep this video pretty short. I don't want to be here for like 20 minutes talking about how I think the USA can really go ahead and beat Jamaica and reach the final of the Gold Cup, which I really could be here for an hour talking about all the things wrong with the national team right now, all the things they need to fix, managing and team player wise. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet for you guys. Your boy Drew's going to keep it short and sweet. So in this second game of the semifinals of the Gold Cup, the first one obviously being Haiti against Mexico. And if you guys watching out there are interested in my thoughts on that game, I'll give you guys a really quick, in a nutshell, Drew's thoughts. I think Mexico will go ahead and win this game only if, right, hear me out, only if Mexico goes into this game against Haiti not underestimating the Haitian national team. I think this Haiti team is great on the counterattack. They have strong, pacey players. They play as a team. They're really good. They're motivated. They have a lot of passion in them. They're really surprised they reached it this far. So they're going to give it their all against Mexico. They really give it all like they did against Canada to come back from 2-0 down at the halftime. So I think if Mexico goes in there, really not underestimating Haiti, really playing their game, keeping possession, making good use of Raul Jimenez as a striker who's in good form right now, I think, and then with Ochoa in goal, like that's a really good goalkeeper to have, especially in the CONCACAF Gold Cup where he really seems to shine a lot. I think Mexico will go ahead and win this game only if they follow, Drew's thoughts. So that's my thoughts on the Mexico-Haiti game. I would love to see Haiti go through, as I'm sure many of you American soccer fans out there watching are really hoping and probably going to watch this game, hoping for Haiti to pull on yet another upset in this Gold Cup and reach the final, only to unfortunately lose to your boys, the USA. The reason we're all here, obviously, is to talk about the USA against Jamaica. And so here's some quick facts for you guys. The last 5 games before this game on Wednesday, the last 5 games the USA has met against, has gone up against Jamaica, the USA has come away with 3 wins, and Jamaica has come away with 2 wins. So in those last 5 games, obviously no draws whatsoever. Each team getting a win over the other, and very important wins. This includes, World Cup qualifying. This includes Gold Cup games. This includes international friendlies. So if you go back, let's see, in 2015, the USA met Jamaica in the semifinal of the 2015 Gold Cup, where the USA came up short. Yet again, okay? They came up short, lost 2-1 against Jamaica at home, might I add. But and then Jamaica goes on to reach the final of the Gold Cup, only to get knocked out, only to not win the trophy because Mexico obviously won it that year. So, the USA obviously in the Gold Cup again a couple years later, in 2017, they want to get their payback against Jamaica, and what better way than to get payback in the Gold Cup final yet again, where Jamaica has again reached the final, only to lose to the USA this time. And obviously the most recent loss we had to Jamaica was just a couple weeks ago when we lost in a good warm-up preview to the Gold Cup, 1-0 loss at home again against Jamaica. But in the other games, we had a 2-0 win in the World Cup qualifying, 1-0 win in international friendly back in 2017. So I think those stats are a little insignificant. But the stats that are not insignificant at all are the ones in the games that matter, like the Gold Cup qualifying, like the Gold Cup semifinal in 2015 where we lost terribly against Jamaica. I think Jamaica's gonna wanna. What is that thing? Channel that Jamaican side, that win, that motivation that they had back then in 2015, and really improve on what they did in this 1-0 win victory they had a couple weeks ago over us, and really just dominate on that and dominate us again. Because face it, we were not our best, and I feel like we're still not our best right now in the semifinal stage of the Gold Cup. The USA is still underwhelming, still underperforming. Yes, they're getting wins. But if you look at the wins, it's almost like the only game we really deserved to win almost was like the game against Trinidad and Tobago where we won 6-0. Like, okay, big deal. Okay, the Trinidad and Tobago side is not the same Trinidad and Tobago that defeated us in that World Cup qualifying game all those years ago. It's a different team, really not the same level anymore. They've kind of dropped a little bit, but that's their problem, not ours. But the USA is really not the only team who is underperforming in this matchup. I think that Jamaica, and my Jamaican soccer fans out there, correct me if I'm wrong down below, but I think Jamaica has also been underperforming in this Gold Cup tournament. Defeating the USA 1-0 going into this tournament, I think they really had a lot of high stakes. They had a lot of moxie, motivation. Like, yeah, we can do this. We're doing good. We're on good form. And then they get in there. They get a 3-2 win over Honduras. Okay, then they get a 0-0 draw against El Salvador, and then a 1-1 draw against Curacao. So really only winning one game in the group stage and drawing 2, obviously not losing 0. And then they go on to the quarterfinal where they face against Panama, winning only 1-0. But in a 1-0 win, which was kind of almost like a boring game, I'd say, only a 1-0 win due to a penalty scored by Darren Maddox in around the 70th minute of the game to really give Jamaica the 1-0 win over Panama. A Panama side who I think really surprised many people in this Gold Cup tournament. I really think that they were a better team than they have been in recent years. So I really thought they were, your boy G really picked Panama to go ahead and knock Jamaica out of this Gold Cup and face against us in the semifinal matchup, because I just thought that Jamaica really wasn't living up to the potential they had when they defeated the USA back a couple weeks ago in that 1-0 defeat. So it's kind of almost even. You can't really tell which Jamaica team we're going to get on Wednesday or which USA team we're going to get on Wednesday as well. The only highlight I can give you guys is that the USA has not conceded a goal so far in this Gold Cup. My boy Zach Steffen keeping some clean sheets, and Sean Johnson in that one game. But the USA has outscored Jamaica by a long shot. Jamaica has scored, I think, four goals so far in this CONCACAF Gold Cup, and the USA has scored 12 goals. 5 goals to 12 goals. Jamaica has 5 goals so far, and the USA has 12 goals. So obviously we're probably a little more prolific in front of goal, but that doesn't mean anything when the day comes where we actually have to face each other and go at it head to head. So now onto the part of the video where you guys want to know, how the hell can USA beat Jamaica if we just lost a couple weeks ago? Well, the key to really defeating any team in the world, especially Jamaica right now, because that's the team we're focusing on. If you look back on the game we lost a couple weeks ago, you would see that the midfield was really just discombobulated. It wasn't really a midfield. Players were everywhere. People weren't linking up well. So if we really want to win this game, I always stress this in every single video. I sound like a broken record all the time. The USA needs to improve its midfield. It needs to improve its ball possession. We need to control the ball. We need to control the game. Take the game by the scruff of its neck. You know what? We're the USA. Let's control the game. Start the game in midfield. Play out the back if you need to. Zach Steffen's good with his feet in goal. We got some pretty decent defenders who can pick a good pass. Fullbacks are pretty good and pacey. But the midfield really has to be the core of our attack, the core of our defense, the core of the whole freaking game. And I think having players like Michael Bradley, Weston McKennie in there, I think that's, a lot of people give Michael Bradley a lot of hate, and I'm on your side. But I think he's had a pretty decent Gold Cup, and I think really having him there as leadership for the other young midfielders alongside him, I think will do those midfielders, the young ones, some good. And that's pretty much it. What we shouldn't do is start Will Trapp or let him play at all in this game or for the rest of the Gold Cup. Start Josie Altidore instead of Yazzie Zardes up front as our main striker, or even play with 2 strikers up front. If you want to freaking suck off Yazzie Zardes again, Greg Berhalter, then have Yazzie Zardes alongside Josie Altidore in maybe a 4-2-2 or a 4-1-2-1-2, like whatever makes you happy, bro. Like, I just think Josie Altidore is perfect in front of goal right now. He's in good form. He's hungry. He wants to make a statement. He really wants to prove himself to the coach and the fans again. So I really think giving him that chance to start will be really, really good for him. Good for his mood. Good for his game. Good for his form. And then obviously good for the USA's game. But before I go, let me show you guys a quick lineup, how I think, or now, how I would want Greg Berhalter to line up against Jamaica. So I'll put it right here on the screen. Well, the camera always messes me up. Like, I don't know which way to point my finger because it's like reversed. So, that way. This is the lineup that I want for us to set up against Jamaica. I want to know your thoughts on that lineup down below. Let me know if you guys like my picks. You know, I picked Reggie Cannon because I know he's a young right back from FC Dallas, but I think he impressed me in his game that he played so far. Only one game, I think, in his Gold Cup against who was it against? It doesn't matter. Okay, he played really well. And I put Nick Lima as left back because he could also play on the left back instead of the right back where Greg Berhalter has been playing him this whole time. And then putting Daniel Lovitz back there, who really has not impressed me whatsoever so far in this Gold Cup. And I put, Long in defense with Miazga. You can put Long and Zimmerman if you want, but I just picked Miazga because I think maybe for those people out there who hate MLS, it's good to have a European-based American soccer player in that lineup. So this one's for you guys. In the defense, in the midfield, I got obviously Michael Bradley as a CDM. Way better, I think, than Christian Roldan and Will Traub right now at the moment. Wes McKennie can fall back in there, support Bradley, or go up top and support the attack. With up there, Christian Pulisic as a CAM, or the cam, as you can say, or the center, or come back and defend and help them out, or maybe even cover the wings and cut it in onto the wings and cut it inside, whatever. On the wingers, I got obviously Paul Arriola and Tyler Boyd, two players who have never not impressed me in any Gold Cup games so far. They've always impressed me. Paul Arriola, his work rate. Tyler Boyd, his desire and motivation and need to want to impress even more, and to impress these American soccer fans like me and you even more, and show us that yes, he belongs on this national team. So Tyler Boyd, shout out to you, boy. I love you on this lineup so far. I think he's been a starter so far in almost every single game in his Gold Cup, which well deserved. The same goes for Paul Arriola, who is clinical in front of goal if he gets a chance. And I feel like the more chances he can get, the more chances he'll finish, boy. And obviously, like I said earlier, Josie Altidore up top as our main striker going into this game against Jamaica. Let me know your thoughts on this game down below. Let me know your predictions, whether or not you think Jamaica or USA will win. And let me know your thoughts, of course, on this lineup right here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for kicking with me. I will be posting one of those little YouTube statuses on Wednesday night when the game kicks off, so you guys can vote on who you guys think is going to win the game. If you guys want to comment along, I definitely will reply to you guys. We can watch the game together as friends. How cute is that? Let me know your thoughts down below as always. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.